Hello and welcome aboard Whale Pod. While Tinkaton is brutalizing the wild Pokemon population around here, I figured we'd get the intro out of the way. I am your Captain Whale, and in today's episode we are going to be going after the last of the 4 Pokemon of Ruin. The shrine is located inside a cave atop the waterfall, just northeast of the or I guess not northeast, maybe southeast of the bamboo forest. It's somewhere in the North Province, somewhere high up in a cave. Come on back, Tinkaton. There's a stake very close by, so we're just going to actually head up and pull out the first stake before even cutting away. Now, one thing to get into before we actually pull this stake up from the ground, this series is going to be going on to a little bit of a hiatus after we are done with today's episode. Because stupid Noibat. And because we are running out of content to do, so I'll need to prepare some stuff to do, whether it be some Violet episodes showcasing some of the version differences. Go murder it, Tinkaton. Or showing off some co-op things. But now, let's pull out the stake here. There's an ominous black stake driven into the ground. Oh, will we pull out the stake? Yes, we will. And it's going to crumble into dust and vanish, and we will be back when we're at the next stake. I'm going to pause it right now, so we don't get ambushed by a stupid Noibat. Stake number 2 is located all the way along Paldea's northeastern coast. Once you get there, though, it's pretty easy to find. The only problem getting there is just how secluded it is. There is really no good Pokemon Center for fast travel. Maybe you could go to the very top of Glacido Mountain and then just glide down. But now we will get the second black and blue stake out of the ground. Bruised beef? No thank you. And it's vanished just like we're about to. See you at the next stake. Now, here we are back at stake number 3, overlooking the 3 watchtowers here in the North Province. There's an ominous black stake driven into the ground. Let's get rid of it. There are now only 5 total black stakes left in the whole region of Paldea, out of the 32 they started with. Yeah, it is on this weird little plateau thing overlooking the triple watchtowers on the way down from Glacido Mountain. Now we will be back at stake number 4. And we are back at stake number 4. Stake number 4 is nearing the inaccessible portion of the map and is on a cliffside overlooking the North Province Area 2, also known as the Bamboo Forest of Lag and Death Pokemon Center. Now, let's get you out of the ground. And with that, we are halfway to unleashing the final monstrosity. Now, we will be back when we are at the 5th stake. And don't worry, I'm going to grab that Pokeball as soon as I as soon as I cut away. So, I will see you later. Blue-black stake number 5 is in a little bit of ruins right on the edge of the map, to the southeast of Team Star's fighting crew. There are some gimme-ghouls around here who are gimme-ghouling us some interference with their constant chattering. So, let's grab this black stake and drive it through those gimme-ghouls' hearts. I assume ghouls can be defeated by such means as that. Oh wait, I guess that's vampires. But now... Shut up, you. There's another one of your kind that was annoying us, so you will have your retribution. Or we will have our retribution. Where the heck are you? There you are. Stupid Halucha. Well, we will be back at stake number 6. And we are back at our next stake. Oh, let's get it ripped out of the ground by the roots. And yes, I know it doesn't have roots, but it is literally by some roots. So, bye, stake. And it's going to crumble and vanish, just like we are going to vanish here and be back at our next stake. And we have arrived at the penultimate stake on a ledge overlooking the lag tree thicket. And now let's get this one uprooted as well, so that the tree's roots can grow freely without any stakes, well, staking into them. And if I said we were going to only be vanishing one more time, that would be a lie. Because we're going to be vanishing not just to get to the final stake, but also to get back to the shrine. And then after that, we will be vanishing to get back to the academy in order to show off these 4 bad boys to Miss Raifort. So we will vanish here real quick and be back at the next stake. And now the final stake we will ever have to pull is right here on a ledge just below the snow line on Glacido Mountain, overlooking down in the distance there the Team Star Poison Crew base, and I guess the mine area there. We will uproot this last stake and then go get to see what's behind door number 4. When we pulled the stake, it crumbled and vanished. Sp-sp. We heard a mysterious cry coming from the shrine. And we will be back when we are at said shrine. And now that Tinkaton has successfully cleared the way by murdering every wild Pokemon in here, we are ready to throw down a hard save and open door number 4. A faint sound is coming from within the shrine. Will you touch the shrine? Is my name Patrick Star? Well, no, it's not, but we're still gonna touch. Rattle, rattle, rumble, rumble, rumble. Kerbang. And we receive a critical mission failure because that definitely just squashed us. Splashy. Hey there, little goldfish buddy. It's nice to chi you. Ah, crap. I forgot to terrastalize. We could have taken a quarter of that damage if I had. So instead, we're going to terrastalize here and hope a Hex doesn't outright kill it. Well, it shouldn't. It's resistant. But then again, so is Giga Drain. And Earth Power is super effective, and this thing looks really frail. Our Dragon Mushroom. Oh man, this thing is bulkier than it looks. Well, we did throw down a hard save, so... yeah, we'll be back. And we are back. We have an Asleep Chi-Yu in the red this time. This is the 4th turn of battle, so we're good to start timing our balls. No wiggles. But Chi-Yu is still getting some sleepy sleepies there. So we can keep throwing out more of Pokeballs. Oh no! No wiggles again. Oh yeah, we did get paralyzed by a stray bounce on this attempt. This is attempt 3. I attempted to bring it down right into the red with a Earth Power from full health and managed to one-shot it still. And that damage that you saw there was from a singular play rough from Tinkaton. And on the third ball, we catch ourselves a Chi-Yu. Our Dragon Mushroom turns back to normal. And Chi-Yu, the ruinous Pokemon, is Dark and Fire type, 1 foot 4 inches tall, 10.8 pounds. It controls flames burning at over 5,400 degrees Fahrenheit. It casually swims through the sea of lava it creates by melting rock and sand. Well, little fishy, you're I don't know, I know the surface of the sun is something around 6,500, but is it 6,500 Fahrenheit or 6,500 Celsius? I'll have to look that up. No, we will not give the Dark Fire Goldfish a nickname, and we'll just send it to the boxes. And that is the last of the Pokemon of Ruin. So, we're gonna cut and get the heck out of this cave. And now we are back at Naranja Academy with Miss Raifort in our sights. And after we've shown her these 4 bad boys, she's totally gonna get fired for inappropriate relations with a student. Well, did you find any of the treasures of Ruin? Why, yes, of course. Oh, you caught Ting Lu, the Vessel of Ruin? Oh, how interesting. I simply cannot keep my curiosity under control. Judging by its shape and size, this vessel was almost certainly not for everyday use. Perhaps it was a work of art, or better yet, a ritual artifact housing some sort of deity. I feel that there must be some meaning behind the horns and the designs resembling eyes. Could it be that this artifact was fashioned after the deity's very appearance? This mystery grows ever deeper. Ah, my thirst for knowledge is slowly being quenched. You look like you have something more to report. What is it? Oh, you caught Xian Pao, the Sword of Ruin? Oh, how interesting. I simply cannot keep my curiosity under control. So the sword's blade and hilt form the Pokemon's left and right fangs. I wonder if the sword broke when it became a Pokemon, or perhaps it was always that way. No way, I cannot imagine the king wanting to buy a broken sword. Maybe it was some sort of weapon that was meant to be used in this broken state? This mystery grows ever deeper. Ah, my thirst for knowledge is slowly being quenched. You look like you have something more to report. What is it? Oh, you caught Wo Qian, the Tablets of Ruin. Oh, how interesting. I simply cannot keep my curiosity under control. I've never seen so many wooden writing tablets strung together. It must have been an epic tale. Most excavated tablets are tantamount to graffiti or simple memos. Still valuable tools for learning about the past, but nothing like this. I can't read it, but given the length, it must be a story, yes? Or perhaps the words of a curse? If only the words weren't faded, how frustrating. These wooden tablets piqued the curiosity of a king. What might have been written on them? This mystery grows ever deeper. Ah, my thirst for knowledge is slowly being quenched. You look like you have something more to report. What is it? Oh, you caught Chi-Yu, the Beads of Ruin. Oh, how interesting. I simply cannot keep my curiosity under control. Beads like these were thought to be sacred and thus were worn during religious rituals. I believe they were most often worn as a single bead on the neck like a pendant, but it seems Chi-Yu has 4 of them. Were the beads worn in pairs like the ears and wrists? Or were the rituals perhaps performed by 4 people? What on earth could have caused beads such as these, originally used to ward off disaster, to become bringers of disaster themselves? This mystery grows ever deeper. Ah, my thirst for knowledge is slowly being quenched. Seeing part of history with my own eyes fills me with joy. I thank you, Whale. This is simply amazing. You have now reported back to me with all 4 of the treasures of ruin. I never thought that you would be able to do this much for me. You have my thanks, Whale. I would have liked to go looking for the treasures of ruin myself and make them my own. But I suppose it was precisely because I sent you, someone with a pure heart, that we were able to accomplish this feat. They may be the treasures of my dreams, but I will allow you to have them for now. Consider this a symbol of my gratitude, too. Take it. It is yours. TM140 nasty plot. Maybe her intentions for gathering these would have been less than reputable. We put it in the bag's TM's pocket. Heh, you truly are an interesting one, aren't you, Whale? I hope you don't mind if I continue to keep an eye on you. You formed a close bond with Miss Raifort. And in the fade to black, there was where all the giggity she's gonna get in trouble for later happened. Let's just make sure that was the end of the storyline. Okay, Saharo is still in there waiting on the sweet herba mystica that is never gonna come his way. Arvin's dorm room was new to the list, and yes, that was the end of Miss Raifort's storyline. So with that, Whale Pod, that's where we're gonna leave this episode of Pokemon Scarlet. I do thank you all for watching, and do make sure to like and subscribe if you have not done so already. And do make sure to smack both those buttons with super effective left clicks. As always, comments are welcome down below. But with that said and done, I hope you all are having fantastic days, Whale Pod, and make sure to stay cool, stay classy, and most importantly, stay healthy. But until next time, remember to tell Psyduck to shut up, and this is Captain Whale, signing off.